the broader issue now, right? On the broader issue of this issue of Abia states, what do you think? What do you think we can do? Like, what do you think needs to happen? Because I was just looking up. I was just looking up the history of governors you've Abia state has had. You've had Orji Zokalu, obviously. He's the
Hello?
Bro, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've had Orji Zokalu, right?
Yes, we've had Orji Zokalu, we had T.O.J.
Yeah, and then...
we've had Okize Bazi.
Yeah.
T.O.J. was Orji Zokalu's chief of staff.
Yeah.
Then T.O.J. was also Orji Zokalu's returning officer. Also in his election, yes.
So, for some reason, Abia State has been, will I say costs? I don't know if it's the right word to say costs,
yes.
but
yes.
Abia State has
leadership-wise,
been, Abia State has been left sashing, unfortunately, with bad leadership. You know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look at Abba, for example. You talk of Abba should be the capital of when it comes to marketing, when it comes to business.
Commerce.
Yeah.
Commerce.
Yeah.
Free trade zone. All these things you hear in Lagos should be domiciled in Aba. There is no excuse why it shouldn't happen. There's absolutely no excuse. And let nobody deceive anybody with that the federal government does not want to support. It's all lies. We've not shown enough responsibility to get the town to work.
Yeah. So what should we do? Like what can...
It's simple.
Yeah.
It's simple. Now, when it comes to the situation, we have a problem of leadership. And Abia State has had the same set of people call the shots for the state since 1999 till date. Now, the one who held sway between 1999, 2003, and then when he brings the second tenure, is somehow getting very close now with the present governor. So somehow they are closing ranks. In fact, the former two governors of Abia State are in the Senate.
Yes. One is
representing their various constituencies, with their third person being their deputy governor of Orji Zokalu, being the third person in the Senate, being senator in Abia. So it has been a recycling of a particular set of people who would go to every available length to hold on to power at the expense of the masses. So when they push up the crumbs for the guys on the table, they feel so excited and they hail them and they call them Papuku. So until the young person in Abia State understands that what is being shared to them is what legitimately belongs to every one of us, then we'll be living in a fool's paradise. Because until they understand also that we need to have an education system that works, that we need to have an infrastructural system that works, that we need to have an economic system that works. Asked what could be done. The simple thing that could be done is leadership. Another angle to the simple thing that could be done is synergizing to let these people who have held the state, they are very wealthy, they are powerful, and they have a monstrous stature in the state. So if the young people can team up with a group of elites who believe that more could be done for the people of Abia State, then we'll be talking about leadership. Where the young people can root for someone who has shown capacity over the years, and where they are not scared of going hungry also. Because these power brokers have a lot of these guys on their roll. So they get from the coffers of the states and they give them the peanuts and they come online and they fight you with all the energy in them. So they've not really traveled that much. They don't understand that there is more to living this life. They don't understand that they could work in Abia State civil service and be very, very self-sufficient. They don't understand that they can have dreams in Abia State and achieve such without being anybody's favorite. But by putting in the work and having a favorable environment to do their various businesses. So every young person, majority of the young people who are living in Abia State, who are singing the praises of the government, are gaining one thing or the other that they are not willing to forfeit. So they are being given all forms of peanuts. And for those peanuts, they can kill. So I tell them, for how long are we going to be here?
Yes.
Our educational system is gone. Our health infrastructure is comatose. The civil service system is dead. There is no hope. So people actually feed from what they can get from their hand to their mouth. So the pattern has continued to be, and until the people who are exposed, until the young ones who have traveled can say, no, what is happening in my state of birth is an anomaly and should be addressed any way possible. I bet you the people who are there seem not to be understanding that they are living the worst of lives available to human beings. Go to Abia during the rainy season and you will be shocked. The infrastructure they tell you they are doing, a governor builds a road along the Fox Road that leads to our area. And before the very same government that built this road, the road collapses.
Wow.
And this is the same road that was built with over 6 billion naira. Now, Port Harcourt Road links Abia to Port Harcourt in the easiest manner possible. Now, what has happened to that road? The government keep collecting loans, claiming to be using it for the road, and at the end of the day, we've seen nothing. We remember the governor sometime last year or last 2 years promising us that he was going to do a 6-lane road for that Port Harcourt road. But brother, if you go online and Google Port Harcourt road as I speak to you now, you will be shocked that human beings still live in that area.
Wow.
Abia State as it is now is in a state that where whomever is going to save us is from. I'm only concerned in the sincerity of whomever is going to get involved in such tasks. The truth remains that now, Abia State as we have it is a joke. No matter they want to bully us, no matter how much they want to threaten us, no matter how much they want to ostracize us, we will say this truth till our dying day. Because that is the only thing that can save us from the terrible mess we are in. I have my private issues. Senator representing the same Abba, that is Senator Nina Abaride. He's not speaking up. He's telling us that he's interested in Biafra. But the constituency you represent so much for not less than 16 years now has been a clear case of ridicule. And you keep asking yourself, what does the Igbo man want? So are they still going to tell us that the Hausa people are responsible for what is happening in our states? Are they trying to tell that the allocations are not coming? I didn't even want to talk about the pensioners.
How about the IGR?
Called dead wood to their faces. So you can imagine a governor who calls the retired population, the pensioners, the dead wood. Ojo's Okalu till today, pensioners are being used for all schemes, all scams available in the states. They are not paid. Gratuity is never mentioned in other states. Mention it at your own expense. So until the young people understand that we have a terrible case in our hands. And it is very, very painful that these young people most times actually don't vote.
Yeah, bro, that's my I did a video about this. Can you hear me, bro? I did a video about this 2 days ago. We released the video. I think for me, I can't skip, and I think we need to keep on saying this over and over and over again. Young people have to start playing a part. We have to start coming out to vote. Come 2 years' time when we're going to have general election, we have to come out en masse. The spirit of NSAS movement, I pray it doesn't die. I pray the spirit of the NSAS movement keeps us going and keeps us driving and pushing forward. That come 2 years' time, yes, we may not achieve what we want to achieve, but at least we have to take the right step. We have to get involved at the state level and start voting incredible, responsible governors, people of integrity, people that have courage of their convictions to do the job. That regardless of any political godfathers, regardless of any kind of loyalties they may or may not have, they are gonna do the job that they were elected to do. You know, so I hope and pray that all the things will be seen so far. And you made mention of the issue of you talked about the issue of the Hausa man, for example. And I hope we recognize that this is how they distract us, right? They tell us that is the Hausa man, is the Fulani man, is the Northerner. Whereas in front of our faces, we know that it's our governors. We know that the people that have been doing this to us, at Anambra State, for example, Imo State, for example, Abia State, for example, are our governors. These guys have a lot of IGR, internally generated revenue. They take money from the federal government as well. They have the capacity to go and collect international loans. They have the ability to do that. However, they keep lying to us and keep telling us that, oh, he's a Fulani man, he's Buhari. And no one is saying that Buhari is right. Let us say this here. No one is saying that Buhari is the best president or whatever. However, we need to look in the mirror and say to ourselves,
responsibility for all.
Yeah.
With respect to that which concerns us as a people.
Yeah.
So, when you make excuses for the political class, you are simply emboldening them.
Of course.
You are simply telling them that they can carry on, that it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we should stop henceforth. And we should take young people head on when they do such things henceforth.
Of course.
I've decided I'm not going to spare anybody I see doing that anymore. When you make excuses for failure, then it means that we are not yet serious.
Yeah, I keep saying this, right? I keep saying this, bro, as we conclude, and thank you for your time today, honestly. When you abdicate responsibility on this people's behalf, we are doing ourselves a lot of wrong. We cannot keep abdicating these guys from their responsibility. They are responsible to do a good job at our leadership level. They are responsible to provide security, provide us good roads, provide us good infrastructure, hospitals, etc. and etc. However, they keep on failing to do that, and we have to keep on calling them out. Bro, can you hear me?
Hello?
Bro, can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you well. I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hello?
Bro, can you hear me?
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah, so just in conclusion, what are your last thoughts, please, just as we conclude?
Now, my last thoughts are these, and they are simple.
Yeah.
Abia State, since 1999 till date, has not had a leadership that every one of us, or majority of us, can look up to and be hopeful. And we must not continue that way.
Yeah.
Every young person who knows anyone in other states should stand up and let everyone that they know that has any power to select a leader in other states know that we should go for just the best.
Of course.
We should look away from religion. We should look away from where the person is coming from. But we should look onto competence. And whatever we can do to dislodge these particular power brokers that have held the state down for years, I think it should be a welcome development.
No, bro, I couldn't agree more with you, honestly. I hope we can start doing this more frequently, because there are very few people that are as eloquent, as concise, as precise as you are. Because I think one of the ways we have to change leadership at both the local level and the federal level is by shaping the conversations. We have to start getting him and start talking about this and start putting it out for other people to hear what we think, and people have to start getting involved. So honestly, right, I agree with everything you said, and I hope we can do this again. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
It's all right. I'm grateful. Thank you so much for all you're doing for the community. Yeah.
No, thank you, bro. You too. Thank you.
Yeah.
So guys, thank you for today. Thank you for joining us today. The topic of today was, if you joined us midway, was about Abia State, right? Like he said, and I agree with him, since 1999 till date, Abia has been cursed, in parentheses, with what you may call bad leadership, bad governance. Abba should be, Abba was labeled the economic capital of the Southeast. You know, Abba should be where our shoes, our clothes, everything you want to talk about when it comes to livelihood should come from Abba. But because of bad leadership, Abia has been going down and down and down. From Ojo Zokalo to Teodoji to the current governor Okeze Bazo, it's been a terrible story all along. So I hope you can join us. If you're from Enugu State, for example, you're from Imo State, even in the north. I mean, we're all Nigerians. So if you have anything you want to opine or say or contribute, please don't forget to join us in this conversation. We want to, as much as possible, drag everybody along and keep speaking about these things, keep talking about these things. Hopefully, with time, what we want to do is start doing a split screen, so you can see who is talking and not just myself. What we've been doing so far is WhatsApp voice calls, but we want to, as much as possible, move towards that other angle so that you guys can see the next person that is having this conversation with myself. So I hope you join us. I hope you subscribe. Please share this video. Don't forget to like this video, and see you some other time. Thank you so much.